Are you ready? Are you ready for the cat du jour? Brace yourselves. It's a Timony cricket. Aw, yeah. We got a Timony cricket. How exciting is that? Oh, hey, YouTube just told me that I got my recap, so that's exciting. We'll just dismiss that shit. I see we do not get to have actual usernames, though, or like nicknames. But the important thing is we have a Timony cricket. I'm just going to let y'all bask in the glow of the Timony cricket. He's being such a good boy. What did you say?
Is Timmy glowing?
Is he glowing? I mean, not in a literal sense. He's glowing in the sense that he's, sort of magical. Brian's concerned that the cat might be radioactive or something, I think. Ooh, you don't need to be. Or ate a Christmas light, yeah. Maybe like those frogs that eat the fireflies. Hello, Spooky Mouse. First one here. Hello, Sassy. Hello, Ray. Yanelli. It's Yanelli. It's never not gonna happen in my head that way. Who else we got here? We got an Ashley. Hello, welcome. Mariposa, hello, welcome. I don't know who Mariposa is. If you're somebody I know from another name, let me know. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, our cat is leaving. Hang on.
What?
Timothy Cricket, where are you going?
Timmy.
I don't know. I don't know why he's leaving. Maybe he heard another cat and he's just interested. Hello, Vanessa. Welcome. Welcome. You made it live. Oh, Brian has come to assist. This is sure to end well. We're definitely going to get lots of nail polish painting done tonight. Oh no, stream didn't start for you until you restarted, Ray. Well, at least you're getting some cat playtime, so. Hello, Linry. Welcome. Eventually we're going to be attempting to recreate Linry's snow globe nails, but first we simply must enjoy this cat situation. Brian's just going to keep bringing more and more toys, apparently. Oh, dear. Sorry, I'm trying to move it slowly so that nobody gets motion sickness. Is that better? He's such a good kitty. Yeah, Brian's being way too interesting. Sir, what are you doing? Now he's on the floor. Child, get up here. Come on. That might be all the cat we get tonight. I don't know. Unless he decides to go to sleep. But, any time that we get to spend with this precious bean is perfect. Sir. What a way to start stream. What a blessing. Such a good boy. Whoop. on, do a little adjustment here. There we go. All right. Yeah, he is definitely too young to be expected to just sleep through an entire stream. Although we did get one stream where he was here for what, like a full hour? So, you know, he might just go to sleep and hang out with us for a while. I am going to go to the other display here because we need to talk about nails. And I have some thoughts. I mean, they're not like fully formed thoughts or anything, but the first thing we need to do is get a background color. And I'm gonna make y'all pick it. So here's what I was kind of thinking about for a background, because I want to go, I don't know if I want to go like icy or I don't know what I want to do. This one's magnetic. The rest of them are not. The rest of them are like flaky or curly or whatever they are, variously. So step number 1, we need to choose a background color. And I think maybe I'll just go ahead and do a poll. So first one there, the magnetic is, it's going to be on here as Shelf. It's BCB's I Touch My Shelf. The second one is Psycho from Monarch. And then this one here is Holiday Spark, also from Monarch. And then this one here is Sugar Cookie Crush. So I'm going to start the poll. I'm not concerned about a magnetic background because regardless, both the background, if we choose this one, I will do it velvet, and the actual snow globe itself, I will also do velvet, so it won't matter. So I am completely unconcerned about that. It's you're right to think about that though at an early stage, but in this case, it's going to be fine if you guys do choose this. So those are the options. I Touch My Shelf, Psycho, Holiday Spark, and Sugar Cookie Crush. All of these, by the way, I did get all of these as PR at various points in time, but that's not what this is about. But I got to tell you anyway. Polished Millennial, you're so inspired by everyone's holiday art. You want to try? You should try. The background is what you struggled with the most. Yeah, I feel like I thought about doing like actual nail art on the background as well, like doing like an outdoor wintry scene, and then I thought, what the fuck? What's wrong with me? Why would I do that? Why would I do nail art twice when I can do nail art once? It's crazy. Yeah, I'm going to make you pick a background without telling you my ideas, because the only idea I have is that we're basically just stealing ideas from Linry. That's the idea. The idea is Linry's idea, and I'm thieving it. So, you know, I feel like my laptop webcam might be a little bit yuck, so hang on. Apologies for this. I feel like it was just a little bit maybe smudgy. So Cookie would not obscure the snow effect only because if we chose Cookie, if Cookie is the winner, then I'm going to use a light background, or a dark background rather, on the background of the actual snow globe. So regardless of what background we choose, there are mitigations for making sure that things are going to show up well. Yeah, the snowflakes, I have like a million packets of these freaking iridescent snowflakes, and like they're cute and all, but I just needed a handful, and somehow I ended up with like hundreds of the bloody things. It's ridiculous. If I do gay cardinals, then blue. I mean, I think that we should do gay cardinals on at least one of them in one of the snow globes, because I feel like gay cardinals are such a thing at this time of year. But I also want to do like one that's got a snowman in it, and I don't know, one probably needs to have like a little winter scene with, I don't know, a cabin or something. One can maybe have some presents in it, or I don't know. I haven't really thought about it that much, but gay cardinals for sure. Your kid is teaching his girlfriend math with fractions and whole numbers. That's too many. That's too many thinks. I can't think that much. I think I'm not sure what you originally voted for, Sassy. You want to change your vote to the blue. I guess that means you voted for something else, and blue is winning regardless. So it seems like, oh, skaters. That's a good idea, Ray. All right. Gonna end the poll. And Holiday Spark is the winner here. Now, I don't recall offhand how opaque Holiday Spark is, so the very first thing I want to do is check and see if I need to have a background, because I don't want to end up with like 3 layers of polish before I even get to the nail art. Yeah, we're going to do a background. So I'm going to do a blue background for this. Just like a coat of a blue creme to sort of bring out the blueness in it, because I do want it to look more like it does in the bottle in this case. But I don't want to have to build up all those flakes. You know, you mostly missed Linry's stream. I entirely missed Linry's stream, and I haven't had time to like actually watch the VOD of it yet. So I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. All right. Do we want to go with Shady Navy under it? I feel like Shady Navy might be the thing to do. If I can open it. Jeez Louise. Okay. So if I do a coat of Shady Navy. Hello, Sylvia. Welcome. I'm doing testing. We begin with testing. All right, dry faster. We're just going to go ahead and... Yeah. Okay, so we'll do 1 coat of Shady Navy and then 1 coat of Holiday Spark over top of it, and that's going to give us something close to what we see in the bottle. And I think that's gonna make me very happy. Okay. And it won't take a million coats. Because I love me a flaky bomb, but I do not have the patience today to build up 3 coats of flakes before I even begin nail art. This will make life a lot easier. So I'm just starting with 1 coat of Holo Taco Shady Navy. I already have a peely base and smoothing base coat on, like usual, because I don't like to waste y'all's time with the base. I prefer to waste your time with other nonsense instead. Hey, I don't have a thing out. There we go. Oh, I can't believe he fell back asleep again. That's so good. That bodes well, y'all. Your husband is giving you shit for being late? Unreasonable. You should find something to give your husband shit for. Just make something up if you need to. All right. You'll be back after dinner. All right. Enjoy. And tell me what dinner is when you get back, because I always want to know. I always want to know what people are eating. It's a stream night, so dinner for me is peanut butter panda puffs. That's how I roll on stream nights. Peanut butter panda puffs, probably a handful of those like lentil harvest snap things. You know, for my health. Pretend it has fiber, protein, or something in it. I don't know. On stream nights, we make do with whatever I've got energy for, which usually ain't much. And tonight I'm doing extra well because it has been a week. It's been, the last couple of weeks have been fairly brutal for Brian, and therefore also for me. So that's fun. And also I freaking have a rash. Thankfully, a pretty mild one, but I have a rash on my face and both hands and up both arms. It is very mild, and you probably can't see it on camera, but boy, I can feel it. It sure is itchy and unpleasant. I'm super enjoying that, and I'm like 99.9% sure it's because of some sanitizer that I used when I was at the food bank yesterday, because I have pretty careful about what I expose my skin to because I have a lot of sensitivities. But I was filling the fridge, like they have like a frozen meats area. And I was filling that with poultry, and just to restock it. And then one of our clients needed help with something else, and so I got pulled away. And of course, there's no time for me to go to the washroom and properly wash my hands. So I just squirted some hand sanitizer on. And normally I never use products on my hands without knowing what's in them. Especially things like hand sanitizer that stay on, like hand sanitizers and lotions and stuff, anything that stays on your hands. Because I know better by now. But, you know, it was one of those situations, and so I went ahead and I used it, and then I didn't get a chance to go wash it off my hands for a couple of hours. At some point during all of that, I must have touched my face. So, by the time I got home, I already had a rash on my hands up to like here or so, which is how far I had rubbed the hand sanitizer. And yeah, on my face. Super nice. Love it. Ooh, Japanese curry and rice sounds delicious. Am I on East Coast time? Yes, I am. You had chicken fried rice? Yum. Sassy. Eczema breakouts from stress are like so unpleasant. Yeah, I don't normally wear creme polish alone as a mani. It's not really a thing that I do unless I'm like... The only time I would ever do that is if I'm swatching for a brand. Otherwise, for me, a creme is always just for nail art. It's always a base for nail art. Do I have reactions to cuticle oils? Absolutely. Yeah, I have to be careful about what fragrances I use on my skin. And so, generally speaking, most brands, they just don't send me their scented stuff. When brands do send me scented stuff, if it has an ingredient list, I can look at the ingredient list and check it. And if it appears to be safe for me, then I'll go ahead and try it out. And if there's anything on it that makes me go, ooh, I don't know about that, like the word fragrance, it's a danger word. That's a danger word. That's like 50-50 chance that it's going to make me have a rash. So in those cases, I just won't apply it to my skin. I usually just regift those. Your next creme mani is going to be gingerbread cookies. Yeah, I need to do some gingerbread cookies at some point this season. I need to actually bake some real gingerbread cookies, but also I want to do a gingerbread mani. A gingerbread man. Gingerbread mani? Whatever. All right, let's get our flakes going here. We'll make sure we do a reasonably generous coat here so that I don't have to go in for a second one. Oh, hey. So, exciting development. I have orange sticks for the first time in my life. Because Ghislaine, on her, when she came to visit me a few weeks ago, I just fucking screwed that up. I tried to pat it too soon. That's all right. It'll be fine. Brought me a little baggie of some orange sticks for me to try out. So now I have some orange sticks. So that's exciting. I've gone all this time without ever having once used an orange stick. Did you even know that was possible? Ghislaine is a gem. I adore her. And I need her to come over again soon so that I can fill her with baked goods and also offload some more nail polish that I don't need onto her. But yeah, I think now I get the hype with the orange sticks. Like they truly are useful in a way that other things are not quite. They're a little bit magic. Just a little bit magic. Like I have to use less acetone with the orange sticks. And like the metal ones don't, the metal and the glass one don't pull everything away from your skin as effectively as the wood does. So, yeah. Okay, so there's my base. We've got one coat of Holotaco Shady Navy and one coat of Monarch Holiday Spark. And then I'm going to top coat, and then we're going to go in with the actual snow globes. And I think what I want to do is lay down a base of like a milky white in the globe area, so it looks like a little bit frosted, since we've done a dark background. So I kind of want to build up the 3D effect in part by having that slightly frosted sort of thing. Spooky Mouse, you've never had orange sticks either? I mean, like, I won't say that you have to, but I see the utility now. I see the appeal. I understand now why people like them so much. I'm still, you know, I'm never going to give up my metal tool or my glass tool. Everything has its own sort of purpose and place. But yeah, the orange sticks are definitely, there's a niche they can occupy, for sure. I like them, and I think I will be able to use less acetone for cleanup with them. Okay, I need a milky white, and I'm kind of thinking you just kind of use random business cards or scrap pieces of paper. Yeah, I could see that, but the orange stick has like sort of infinite reusability hack because you can like basically just sand it down. So here's the next thing I'm thinking about. I want a milky white background, but do I want just a milky white background? Do I want it to be milky and a little bit frosted? Like, do I want it to be like that? Or do I want it to be like that and then also with... I'm going to pull out a little Canadian badassery here from the Canadian drugstore Shoppers Drug Mart. It's their in-house brand. And in general, I don't think it's all that good. But the brand, I mean, it's just sort of mediocre. But they do have a couple of fun things that they do. And so this is like a mixed iridescent micro glitter. That I'm wondering if I want to use that along with the milky as the base for the snow globe. You use the angled end of your Bliss Kiss pen. What if I just use the Crelly white in a circumference? That would be an option. I could... I mean, I'm going to be doing some shading regardless on top. So that's a thing that is for sure going to happen. And like, I have plans for making it look a little bit 3D. JJ and Ray say that I need a little bit of that quo polish. So I think we'd better do it. You're just here to trust the process? All right. You know me and planning. It's against my religion, but I do occasionally think about things a little bit, even if I'm not, strictly speaking, planning. So I'm also here to trust the process. So I think I feel like you're probably dry enough. I'm going to start with the circles. And then we got to have some like bases on the circles too, right? So I did pull a brown creme, which I don't know. I don't know how I feel about having a wood base. Do we want a wood base or do we want to do something not wood? I'm undecided whether it should be a wood base or a something else base. And if it's either way, I guess, do I want like, maybe I want to put a little velvety ribbon around the base. Would that be cute? That could be cute, I feel. I'm also not sure how big I want these to be. Like, and also we're going to be doing that thing where I start drawing a circle and then I'm like, oh, that's not a circle at all. I have to do more on the one side. And then I'm going to be like, ah, shit, I did too much. Now I got to do more on the other side. So prepare yourselves for that because that is 100% going to be happening here, probably on every single nail. We're here for a good time, not a round time. That would not be as good a song. All right, we definitely need to have some thinner in here. For sure. That was way too much thinner. You know why? Because I didn't use my little metal thing to measure it out. It's okay, though. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine, y'all. See, we're already struggle busing. You know it's going to be a good mani when we're already struggle busing right at the beginning. Painting an X first helps you make a pretty good circle. Well, la-di fucking da, Linry, with your clever hacks. Being all smart over there. What the hell, man? That's actually a really good idea. I might have to try that. Clearly not on this one, though. All right, I'm enjoying this like kind of uneven fogginess here. I think this is good. It's sort of round. Is it sort of round? It's not very round. It's not round though, right? Like I've seen less round. It's certainly not centered, I'll tell you that much. It is extremely not centered. We're going to have to work on that, which of course means it's going to have to get a little bit bigger. But that's okay. That's what we're here for, right? We're here for gradually making it bigger and bigger until it incorporates too much of the thumb. We're trusting the process. Okay. No, I think it's good. I think it's good. I do want to make that a little bit more opaque in the middle there. Not all the way opaque. I want to keep some of that like slight translucency there in the middle. I like it. Okay. I feel like that's reasonable. It's reasonable. 10 out of 10 circle. It's not snot round. You can't stamp circles. Yeah, I don't know if I even have... I definitely don't have a circle stamp thing. I mean, I think I actually might have a circle stamp thing, but it's from that brand that I won't use on streams. So I'm not going to use it on stream. Okay. So that's the first one. I think we did okay. We're going to let that dry while we go on to the next one. I was actually supposed to top coat before I moved on, and then I immediately forgot to do that. So good job, me. I guess we're just raw dogging this one. That's fine, as long as I don't make any mistakes, right? And really, when's the last time y'all ever saw me make a mistake and need to clean that shit up? Never happens. Never happens. Okay. So I do think that one's going to be face up that way. These ones are going to be facing the other direction. Hello, Melissa. Welcome. Yeah, good job us, Ashley. Good job us. Let's all take credit for this. You know what, Linry? I think your X idea is so good that I'm going to promptly ignore it and just go right back into doing it the same way I screwed it up last time. Because I am awesome like that. And also because I don't know if I can do an X. Listen, I could probably do an X, but I don't think I'm better at doing an even symmetrical X than I am at doing an even symmetrical circle. You know, I just feel like there's a good chance that those would be equally bad. All right, we need to go a little wider here, a little bigger. There we go. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. Y'all, you should have more faith in yourselves. You're doing a great job. All of you. All right, this is a problem here. This dried a little bit too much, and now we need some thinner on it. There we go. Are you round? I mean, you're kind of round. Ish. You're round-ish. I do want you to come a little bit more this way. Just a touch, though. There. I feel like that's roundish. This feels round. And approximately centered. So we're going to go with it. It's true. It is a flaky. It won't be as much of an issue as like a creme or something would. Linry always ignores tutorials, so it seems fair. Yeah, that's true. Am I using nail polish thinner to make the white not as opaque? Yes. It's already a milky, it's like a white, it's a milky white crelly. But I'm using it with some thinner added to make it even more translucent. Let's get a little sleepy Timony break here. You did red and gold nails and realized those are 49ers colors. I would never know a thing like that. Like the concept of knowing team colors, I have no idea. Actually, I think one of the Baltimore teams might have purple as its color. Maybe. And I think that because I think Rachel said something about not being able to dye her hair purple because of people assuming that she was whatever kind of sports ball fan that would imply. I don't know what kind of sports ball team that is. Oh, apparently it's football. And Sassy says it's the Ravens. So there we go. Listen. You want to talk bugs? I can talk bugs all day. Sports ball, not so much. Okay. I'm going back in for the next one. Yeah, I mean, I would have thought red and gold was just Christmas colors. I mean, they are just Christmas colors. The fact that a sports ball team stole Christmas colors is not your fault. Like, they don't get to just own red and gold. You can still use them for other things, I think. That's my opinion. Oh, you're definitely not centered. I mean, you're not that far off, but you're not centered. Let's go this way a little bit. Oh, we need more. We need more thinner. It's a good thing I bought 2 more bottles during the Black Friday sale. Because, holy cow, do I ever go through this. Y'all, I came so close today to spontaneously buying a thing that I truly do not need. It's a really beautiful ring that is like, I've been wanting the brand to make a silver version. They make this beautiful like gold and silver moth ring which Alyssa has the gold and silver version of. Ever since I first saw the ring, I have been wanting them to make an all silver version, and they finally did it. And I was so close to buying it, and then I was like, Peggy, that is a $180 ring that you do not require. And I decided to try to treat it like I'm treating nail polish right now, where it's like, but how much am I actually going to use it? And is it worth it for me to add that to my collection for how much I will actually wear it? And I didn't buy it. And I'm a little bit proud of myself for that. There we go. That's reasonably round, I think. We're still going to be adding highlights to these as well. But these would be cool moons. You are correct. You rooted for the Ravens that Super Bowl because you liked their uniform color better? Legit. You did a water marble experiment only with your stamper and now have yellow and olive green on your snowflake, Manny. That could actually be interesting, I feel like. Although it does depend on the shades of yellow and green. Wait, which color is Mooncat Sabertooth? I don't recall what color that one is. I feel like it's a blue-green, but I don't actually remember. This I feel like needs a little bit more thinner in this part. I feel like it pooled a little too much to one side. Whoop. I'll just go ahead and smack my my microphone stand there. It pooled a little bit too much, so I'm just going to add a little thinner and help it kind of run this way a little bit to try and even out the density of the polish. I think that will probably help a little bit. It's an issue I find a lot with if I'm using jellies to do nail art. A lot of the time it'll kind of tend to want to pool to one side or the other of the nail. So you have to kind of move it over if you're working in blobs. Yeah, I'm going to wait for a sale, Ray. I'm sure that they will go on sale at some point in time. Oh, Sabertooth is baby blue. Interesting. It looks like yellow bird poo got on your crisp light blue Manny. Okay, well that doesn't sound as appetizing. Okay. That's better. All right, next. We're going to get there. This is going to be great. Let me see how we're doing here. Oh yeah, by the time I'm ready to go to that fifth nail, go back to that first nail, I mean, we'll be dry enough. I think this is going to work just fine. Okay. So, okay, so gay cardinals, snowmen, people skating on a pond, a little cabin, maybe. What else? What else gets put on in snow globes? Maybe, I guess, oh, Brian says a furry cryptid. I could do a furry cryptid one. Like a little a little Yeti, a little Bumble, a little abominable snowman. That could be cute. I found super cute. We went to get our Christmas tree last night. And the place we go has like a whole Christmas market. They've got like basically an open barn sort of area where they have a whole bunch of cute like ornaments and shit, as well as, you know, jams and jellies and cookies and various arts and crafts and natural like pine and cedar swags and things like that. Cute shit. Anyway, they had a really adorable Bumble ornament. He's wearing a little ugly Christmas sweater that says ho ho ho. And I can't resist Bumble. I freaking love Bumble. And if anybody here doesn't know who Bumble is, then you desperately need to watch that one Christmas movie. What is that one? Island of Misfit Toys? Is that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? I just remembered as the one that has the Island of Misfit Toys. It's one of the... Yeah. It's got the elf that wants to be the dentist, and the northern explorer whose name I don't recall either. Cornelius Klondike. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, it's one of the Rankin and Bass specials. I adore it. It makes me very happy. And Bumble is the best character. He's very cute. Jackalope season? Is it jackalope season? Is that a thing? I thought all seasons are jackalope season. Ooh, a narwhal. That's a cute idea. Could be like a little ice floe and a little narwhal sticking up. I don't think I've ever seen that in a snow globe, but it could be real cute. You almost bought a unicorn snow globe? That sounds adorable. I have behind me, I don't know if you can see it in the corner, my year-round unicorn tree. Technically it has lights built in, but they're so dim that they're essentially useless. But it's like a white frosted fake tree with a unicorn head as its topper. And I just have it covered in a variety of ornaments and plastic spiders, as one does. It's normal. This is really off-center. I did an incredible job of making this one off-center. Like, I really outdid myself with this one. You know, if I didn't have at least one nail that was just completely fucked up, it wouldn't be a proper mani at all. Certainly not a proper stream mani. Okay. I feel like that's better, at least. It's for sure not perfect. But, you know, do we need perfection here? Is that a thing that we need? I think this pinky, because it's a little smaller than the others, is going to have to just have, like, a single snowman. I feel like that's probably the only thing I'm going to be able to fit in there. I'm going to make it a little bigger, but I feel like I don't want it to be I don't want it to be proportionally like so much bigger than the others are compared with the nail itself. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Narwhal in a reindeer costume. You know, that's an adorable idea that is not going to happen at this scale. Penguins. Polar bears, stacks of ice, igloo, narwhal in a reindeer costume, cat in a Santa hat. The Empire State Building, absolutely not. You put a tree on your pinky, she's too small. You didn't want to fight it? Yeah, legit. Apparently my watch is fully charged, so I'm gonna give you a cat while we let my one hand dry a little bit and get my watch on. Cram it in real tiny. Yeah, it'll just be completely incomprehensible. It'll just be blobs. Look at that baby boy. Look at him doing a sleep. Oh my goodness, there's a little twitch. I saw a tiny twitch. Oh yeah, gay cardinals are definitely going in one of them. And hello, bow and arrows. Yeah, gay cardinals was like number one, absolutely 100% doing a gay cardinals snow globe. Top priority. Apparently a lot of people didn't know about the gay cardinals phenomenon. I got a lot of DMs on Instagram after posting that that ornament. Krampus. That could be fun. I would love to see a Oh, a little stretch. Sorry, I'm sorry, baby boy. I didn't mean to wake you up. I startled him by squealing about how cute it was that he was stretching. Oops. It's so cute, though. Yeah, I've never seen anyone do a Krampus snow globe. I don't know if I could. Like, I could, but I don't know if I could do it justice. You know what I mean? What a good boy. What a good boy. Okay. Let me think about this. I want to strategize. Because I want to make sure that I have room on the nails for the various things that I want to do. Why is my body making a weird noise when I stretch? He's so cute. Okay, so single snowman on a pinky, because easy to do small. Gay cardinals, I feel like that might need to be either the thumb or the middle finger. Because I want it to be like large enough to be easily understood. And the cardinals themselves have to be so small that if I choose a smaller nail, that I think it's just going to be a problem. Let me think. You didn't know about the gay cardinal phenomenon until this year? It's really good. It's really, really good. I do really like the idea of penguins. Penguins are very cute. Okay, I think gay cardinals on the thumb. Gay cardinals on the thumb. Let's start there, and we'll go from there. I think I want a darker brown than this, though. do I want... Yeah, I'm going to grab... I have a darker brown from Dimension that I'll grab. Okay. This is Desert Monitor. This was one that I got in PR back when Dimension was still a thing. So sad that she went out of business, but I know sometimes people want to just move on and do other things, but damn, she had good polish. Okay, so gold base, gold base. Yeah, I'm gonna do the inside of the globe first, before doing anything about the base of the globes. I'm concerned that the snowflake background is pulling focus from the actual nail art. Gold base could be nice, though. I think you might be onto something with that. I was kind of thinking about, for the base, doing like wood with a gold like band. And I did pull a gold for that purpose. But yeah, the bases are going to happen after the nail art, I think. Or after the interiors, rather. I mean, it's all nail art. I'm just getting rid of the snowflakes because I think they're just pulling too much focus. My camera doesn't want to focus on the nail if it's got other stuff that's more stable to focus on. Okay. Gold band could work. Yeah, the other option would be a red like ribbon, or we'll see what we like. So I think I want to do like a tree kind of coming up, and then do some little branches. I'm a little concerned this is going to end up being too small of a scale, but we'll see. Yeah, that's right. I forgot there was that silver and gold song in that movie. Okay. Does this look too Halloween-y? It's too late now. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, you know what? I probably should have done that differently. And I'm going to do a foreground thing because I feel that I have made a tactical error. And I'm debating about whether I want to remove the thing in the background or leave it. But I feel like removing it might be more difficult than it's worth. I'm going to see what happens here. I might hate this. But I feel like if I do, then we'll have fulfilled our obligation of putting one thing that Peggy hates in every single mani that she does on stream. And there's value to that. All right, we do a little roundy borb shape. What do cardinals look like? Reference? We don't need no stinking reference. We know they have a little crest.
Draw a triangle for the crest, and you just draw the rest of the fucking bird.
Oh, very helpful. I don't know if y'all heard that, but Brian says draw a triangle for the crest and then draw the rest of the fucking bird. You know, the draw the rest of the fucking owl meme has really given us so much. I feel like cardinals have a little bit of a tail. That sort of looks vaguely like a bird, doesn't it? Looks like a tree backlit by the moon. Yeah. And they were roommates. Yeah. All right. Now is the other one on the same branch, or is it like back here? I feel like it's back here. It's just a tiny one on this branch back here. Okay. I'm gonna add, like, I should really look up what a fucking cardinal looks like. Hang on. We're gonna look up cardinals, y'all. We're gonna look up cardinals. Cardinal images. Okay, so they do have a little bit of a black face, and it also has a longer tail. So I was right about that. But also they're rounder. They're big roundy boys. At least in winter. So we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna make this a little bit more pointy. And then we're gonna give him a little bit of black on his face or around the beak. It's gonna be cardinal-ish. It's fine. It's fine. They are very round borbs, it's true. Thankfully, the one in the background can just be a little yellow or a little red blob. I know what colors are. And everybody will just know that it's a cardinal because there's a cardinal in the foreground. Okay, so a little bit of black around the beak, like here. Where'd my reference image go? Okay. And it looks like the eye is also inside that little black patch there. There we go. There we go. And then I'm also going to take some of the red and just a tiny touch of the black and give us a little bit of wing here. There we go. All right. Let me make sure that I'm in focus here. I think it might be a bird. I mean, I think it's close enough to a bird. Is it the best bird I've ever made? Absolutely not. But is it a good enough bird? I think so. I think it's a good enough bird, she said as she went back in to detail it a little bit more. I just feel like... There we go. That's better. Yellow is the girl, no hetero. Yeah. That is a bird. Excellent. I'm glad we're all in agreement that it is a bird. I'm definitely not doing 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, or 2 turtle doves. Or a partridge in a pear tree, for that matter. None of those. All right, that one's done. At least for now. I have more to do on this nail, don't you worry, but I want to get to the rest of the insides. I'm going to go straight over to the pinky for the snowman because I know what I want to do, which is a snowman. And yes, I'm going to continue pronouncing snowman that way because it amuses me. Oh boy. Nobody tell Ruby that I'm not cleaning these. I'm not cleaning them. You can't make me. Nobody can make me clean my nail polish bottles. All right. Would this be a million times easier if I used a dotting tool? Yeah. Am I going to use a dotting tool? Absolutely the fuck not. Why would I use a dotting tool and make my life easy when I can simply suffer? See, isn't it better if I just suffer? Don't you think it's better? I think it's better. All right, we're going to put I'm going to put a little scarf on this guy. And it's going to need some, I guess it needs a little top hat, right? We're going to go full Frosty on this one. Okay. I think red scarf. One day you're going to make your way over here and clean my bottles and make my cabs? Okay. Needs more belly. Look, this is a svelte snowman, okay? He's watching his weight. Top hat. This is not going to be a very tall top hat. I did not leave myself a lot of space for a tall top hat. 2 eyes made out of coal. Oh boy. Oh God, they gotta be so small. Oh, I did it. They're almost invisible. Can you even see them? They're there, I promise. There's 2 eyes. All right, can I mix up an orange? I'll just grab an orange. We'll just grab an orange. Struggled enough freehanding big circles. Why not also freehand little circles? Oh no, it's global warming. Is that why my guy's skinny? Maybe. It is more of a bowler hat, I guess, but that's okay. He's allowed to have a bowler hat. Oh boy, this carrot's gonna have to be real small too. There we go. And then he needs to have some little sticky arms. Not that they need to be sticky, but they need to be, you know, sticky. Made of stick. Okay. Little stick. And, oh boy. And then a little stick on this side. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. There, see? We did it. We did it. Produce is expensive, yeah. He has a carrot nose. It's there. It's carroty, I promise. Look, when I show you the macro photos, you will see that there is a very odd-shaped, not very carroty sort of carrot nose in between his incredibly microscopic dots of coal. Coal is also very expensive in this economy. Okay. He does want a hug, it's true. Polar bears? We could do polar bears. We could do penguins. But the question is, what do I want to do? I do feel like polar bears are very traditional. Penguins? Yeah, penguins are also just good. What we're not going to do is polar bears and penguins in the same thing. That would be unscientific. Okay, let's look up some penguin reference. I mean, I kind of know what they look like, but we saw how things went with the cardinal before I looked up reference. So, should we do like a little family? And you can't. There's not like a lot of difference between girl penguins and boy penguins visually. So since we have gay cardinals, I feel like we could have a gay penguin family, and nobody needs to know. It's their business. It's nobody's business but theirs. So let's do that. Let's have a little gay cardinal, or a little gay penguin family. I mean, it happens all the time. It's scientifically accurate. So we'll do a little daddy penguin over here. And then a little daddy penguin over here. And then we'll get a little baby penguin in between them. Which I think the baby penguins are usually mostly sort of grayish, but we'll block it in white and just to kind of get the shape in there. And then we'll add in some black here. Get a little light gray happening. Okay, so a little baby penguin. It's mostly gray, a little gray fluff ball. I'm working off a specific reference photo here. So this little gray fluff ball has a little white sort of blobby area, and I'm gonna need more black paint here. The outside edge of the, oh yeah, definitely need fresh paint here. like Parks and Rec to gay penguins. I have never seen Parks and Rec. And I'm not ashamed of it. I don't have anything against it. I just literally haven't seen it. I know Parks and Rec only from GIFs. Okay, here's the little penguin face. And I think he has... Does he have a little bit of... it's mostly black for this little beak. Oh boy, we got too much black on there. I need to go back and add the white back in. Okay. There's the baby. And then the daddies. You're here to remind me about skating, Snow Globe. Yes. Yeah, they regularly will happily adopt abandoned eggs or sometimes steal them. It's a thing. All right. So here's this guy. One daddy. And his little head is up here. And then here's the other daddy. And his head is also going to be up here. Okay. And then they have a little bit of orange, looks like, on this one. Or is this orange still okay? I think so. Just like a tiny little bit of an orange on the side here. Whatever variety of penguin this is that I'm looking at. I don't know shit about penguins, y'all. Not a blessed thing. I know that in this image I'm looking at, there's some orange on them right here. That's what I know about penguins. This guy, his face shape got a little messed up there, so I'm just gonna do a quick little... Try and get this less square here. Hopefully without screwing up the background too much. There we go. That's a little better, I think. Yeah. All right, and then I want to do a little bit of just a little bit of a shadow here to sort of help define the edge of the baby a little bit. Because right now I think it's a little bit hard to tell that this is a baby in here and not just like a weird thing that's happening. I don't know, maybe it's not hard, I can't tell. I can't tell if it's good or not. We're just doing. There we go. I think it looks like penguins. It looks like penguins. I am going to do a little bit of like a ground here that they are on. I feel like they should be on something. It sort of resembles snow-ish, kind of. Good enough. There we go. All right. I'm really lacking in bird facts. It's true. I know basically nothing about birds. I'm useless at birds, but I'm pretty good at bugs. So, you think they're emperor penguins with the orange slicked back hair? I believe you, Spooky Mouse. I don't know shit. All right, cat cam break. Duh, baby. Hang on, let me just even this out a little bit for you here. Sorry. I didn't want them angled quite that much. Birds aren't real. It's true. There used to be birds. Once upon a time there were birds. Now, just government controlled drones. Okay. I have a little bit of the sniffles right now. I'm trying not to do too many sniffles on camera, but it's challenging. Okay, skating on the skating rink. I think we'll do that on the ring fingernail. Your dog barked and scared a fart out of the other dog. That's hilarious. All right, so I think for the skating pond, I'm going to do a whole little sort of tableau here. So I think we're going to start with like kind of a snowy area. And then we'll put some trees. I got out Monstera because I figured that would be pretty good for trees. I was pretty sure I was going to need to do a tree or two. So we'll do some little conifers here. I'm just going to lay in the structure of the tree and then we'll add a little bit of detailing. Not too much detailing, but a little bit of detailing. Okay. So I want... Come on. I'm weak. Yeah, I did it. Hello. Hi. And you're leaving? Really? You're coming to say hello and goodbye? May. I forgive you. Are you streaming tonight? I am not cleaning my bottles. If I clean my bottles, how would you ever know how strong I am? Hi, Maymay. Bye, Maymay. Thanks for dropping by, Maymay. All right, gonna do a little bit of some slight yellowiness in some of these. And then gonna add a little bit of white. That was too much white. I'm gonna have to back off that white a little bit, but that's okay. All right. I feel like that's close enough. to being like a line of trees in the background. I wonder if I want to actually put just a little bit of the dark brown in there just to try and give a little bit of shape. A little green, a little brown. Just get some more sort of depth out of this. Yeah, okay. I feel like that gives the impression of trees. You had an emergent... Oh no, Masumbi got hit by a car. Oh no. Oh, poor baby boy. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mei. I hope that he does good. Oh, poor little guy. That is so sad. Poor kitty. I hope that she's able to get him some help. That's horrible. I hate that her little friends have to live outside. You know, they're technically all strays, but it sucks. All right, we're doing some pond here for our little skaters. Now our skaters are not going to look very detailed, just FYI. But I feel like some bright clothing is going to be the key here. Yeah, I really hope Musumbi is okay. You're all dry. All right, let's do someone wearing red. Maybe like a red jacket. Little arms sticking out. And some blue pants. I'll give this person some jeans. This person's Canadian. Skating in jeans. Oh, that was bad. Oh boy. That was real bad. I just did a big old blob there where there oughtn't to have been a big old blob. All right, that's okay. We fixed it. We got it. It's fine. We got it. There we go. And then this person probably wants to have a face. We'll use our magical mustache. Give this person a face. There we go. That's about as much detail as we're getting. This person does not get hair. We do need a second person. The second person can have maybe a yellow coat. Oh yeah, I'm doing tiny people. You expect a Charlie Brown Christmas intro. Confession time. I really hate Charlie Brown. I really hate Charlie Brown so much. I don't like it. I know it is beloved. I understand. But I don't like it. Not even a little bit. This is too light. This person is never going to be visible. Maybe I want to add a little tiny bit of red in to make it sort of a little bit closer to an orange, just that it's a little more easy to see. I don't know. I don't know if that helped or not, but... and this person can have some dark brown leggings. And this person also gets to have a face, because I'm generous like that. I might need a little bit more polish here to give them a face. Did we just have two skaters? Maybe these are gay skaters. This is turning out like that one bug stream where I ended up with a bunch of gay bugs. Yeah, I'm sure bald people enjoy skating. I think it's fair. I think they're allowed. Why would I personally attack you? Listen. You show up in my stream, you expect not to be personally attacked for liking Snoopy and Woodstock. I mean, come on. Are you gonna freaking focus for me? Can you please? Hello? Hello? Nope. Oh. There we go. Okay. We got two skaters. Definitely gay skaters. Everyone's gay. We're making the Yuletide gay. That's right, Spooky Mouse. I got nothing against Snoopy and Woodstock. If the whole Peanuts franchise had just been Snoopy and Woodstock, I would be completely fine with it. It would it would be delightful. It's the everything else. I hate all the people in it. They're all terrible. That's my hot take of the day. Okay, last one. We got our skaters. We got our gay cardinals. Man, I did a bad job with that one cardinal's little head, didn't I? Hang on. It's really I feel strongly that I can do better. This is just it's too round. His little thing is too round. That's the problem. It's too round. It just needs to be a little bit sharper. More triangle-y. I bet y'all didn't know we were going to be coming back to the Cardinals, but here we are. This is going to be a problem because I did not top coat. Did not top coat, and therefore I am going to suffer for it. I'm just, you know what we're going to do here? We're going to take a little bit of this. And we're going to do this. It's like nothing ever happened. Did we fix anything? Certainly not. But did we manage to not make it worse? Maybe. All right. I am absolutely not putting Snoopy on his doghouse on my nails. Time to make that snowman scarf a rainbow. Yeah. You know, you don't have to wear rainbows just because you're gay. Yeah, every single character in Peanuts needs therapy desperately, except for Woodstock and Snoopy. They're fine. Okay. The final nail. I'm kind of feeling the narwhal. I think I'm feeling the narwhal. I liked the narwhal idea. I think that's what we're going to do. Snowman can be whatever snowman wants to be. Snowman doesn't even have to define themselves to be valid. All right, I think... Is this... You know what? Maybe this is going to be like... Kind of like... mountainy... glacier kind of stuff in the background here. And then... and then we'll do like a dark blue, gray kind of water. Not too dark, but blue-gray water. It needs a little bit more gray. I should probably add some thinner to this so that I can actually do something other than dry brush. I'm being impatient with myself here is what I'm doing. And I should really know better. Because I will get better results if I actually just do what I know to be the correct way. Sometimes I really gotta fight to convince myself to do things the correct way. You know? Like, my brain knows to do the thing, and then it goes, but what if I just didn't instead? What if instead of doing the thing the good way, I struggled? What if that? The narwhal actually is going to be wearing just the bottom half of a reindeer costume. You're just not going to be able to see it because it'll be underwater. Okay. So, I'm not even sure if you're going to be able to see that it's a freaking narwhal with how big it's going to be. Because it's just going to be poking its little head up out of the water here. What do narwhals look like? We'll go a little bigger than that. It can be in the foreground. Should I look up... Should I look up reference for a narwhal, or should I just completely fucking make it up? I don't know, Peggy. What do you think you should do? How well did it work out for you with the cardinal to not look it up? Why am I like this? Why? That's not how you spell narwhal at all. Natwool. Okay. Okay, so they're like kind of gray lumps. I got it. I got it. Cylindrical with a long tooth. Yeah, they're like a blob with a tooth. We got this. It is sometimes easier to struggle. Cardinal sin has a new definition, a new meaning. Gay cardinals. I refuse to acknowledge the entire concept of gayness as a sin. Those people need better hobbies. The people going around saying stuff is a sin, to be clear. They just need better hobbies. Okay, we're going to do kind of like... They seem like they're sort of mottled gray and white. From what I can see. Sort of more gray on top and light underneath, which makes sense. Makes sense because we don't want to get eaten. Okay. I'm a little concerned that we're not going to be able to see the narwhal against the background. So we're going to have to do something about that, but I haven't figured out what yet. So for the moment, I'm just going to go ahead and give my narwhal a big old tusk, which actually should be black. I am now realizing, or at least dark. All right. That's part of how it's going to end up getting defined better, I think, is that it's going to be mostly sort of dark gray with a bit of a light highlight. Okay. We got this. We got this, y'all. We got this. Okay. Give him a little bit of a dark outline on top. And he needs an eyeball. Where are the eyeballs? They're not very visible, are they? Sort of here-ish. And I think that's not quite long enough. But that's okay. Don't worry, we're still working on it, y'all. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Okay. All right, are we almost a narwhal? I feel like we're almost a narwhal. I feel like we're close enough to a narwhal. Do round out the top of that head a little bit, because they do have kind of a round little dick of a head. There we go. I think it might be a narwhal, y'all. Listen, I don't need to know what animals look like in order to start painting them. I only need to know what they look like in order to finish painting them. Yeah, the horn thing is actually a tooth. It is literally a tooth, which is crazy because it grows through their face, which is horrifying. Truly horrifying. It takes energy to stop what you're doing to do the thing so that you can stop struggling. Yeah, exactly. I don't know a single Britney Spears song. Tusk looming over the mountains. Yeah, it's a giant fucking narwhal. Obviously, it's going to loom over the mountains. The penguin couple is somewhere in the background of the narwhal image. It's true. I feel like it's kind of, I kind of have done part of the thing. Now we have to finish the thing. There's so much more to do, y'all. It's okay though, because we're only at we're only at 9:45, so we got lots of time. Okay, I do think I want to do a wood base. I think I like the gold band idea. We're not top coating yet because we got to do their base. Y'all getting ahead of yourselves. We need bases. Okay, so first things first. we got to sort of figure out where the cuff for it is going to be. Not really cuff, but you know what I mean. The thing it sits in. And then I think it'll narrow out a little bit. That's where the gold is going to go, is in this area. And then I think it'll flare back out again. I don't know if they're all going to be the same or not. I think I might try to make them all the same and not worry too much if they end up not being quite the same. I think that's going to be my general philosophy on this. Okay. So let's get some lighter brown here. Do a little mixa. Try to sort of give it the general impression of being wood-like-ish. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to sort of have the impression. All right. I think that's good enough. You know, the star of the show is what's inside the thingies. So that's what I'm most worried about. That's where the gold cuff goes. And then the base. All right. More dark brown. Cricket Big Twitch? Is he being extra? He's such a good boy. We'll take a little cricket break after I'm finished with the wood part here, because I want to make sure that's done before I add the gold. Oh, I also have the highlights on the globes themselves to do, which I think I want to do the highlights before I do the velvet. I think. I might need to think about that. Do I want to do the velvet first or the highlights first? Maybe I actually want to do the velvet before the highlights. No, I think I want to do the highlights first. I'm worried that the velvet will get kind of lost if I do the highlights over the velvet. Need more of the light brown. All right, we're almost there. I feel like I could have spent a lot more time on these bases, but I also feel like I don't care that much about them. You know what I mean? Okay. Kitty. I'm going to give you a cat, and I'm going to go take a quick tinkle break because I did pee before I started, but I also had a cup of tea. So, yeah, I'll be back. Enjoy the cat.
Enjoy being a kitty. There's like a boy. Oh, so good. Oh, big yawn.
Peggy, you can't reach the stuff I put on the shelf? Well, then I'd have to walk in and get the stuff off the shelf.
Oh no, Timony. You were supposed to be entertaining people. Your entertainment left you. I'm sorry. Poor baby. He got abandoned and he left. All right, well, sorry your cat entertainment left. What's that? You should have come in and danced. Okay. I don't think I managed to screw anything up while I was doing that. Okay. You demand a refund. Oh my God. What do you mean he left when he heard me coming back? Rude. Okay, I think I'm going to do seal glaze over the globes themselves. No, I'm going to do highlights on the globes. Then I'm going to do seal glaze over the globes. Then I'm going to paint the gold. And then we're going to go in with the hollow for the final step. That's the plan. You got him for the entire time until right before I came back. I guess that's not too bad. He didn't leave. You're not saying he left because I was coming back. He left knowing that his services would not be required for much longer. Okay. So I think I just want to do just like some slight not all the way around the circle, but like parts of it. Kind of give us a little bit of I don't want it to be too opaque. But yeah, I want to give us a little bit of highlighting and a little bit of edge lighting, basically. There we go. All right. Yeah, I think this should work out. As long as I'm not too aggro with it. Because I don't want it to be like a harsh sort of outline. You know what I mean? Yeah. Went a little too far over that edge there. I need to go back and clean that up. Oh, that was really bad. That's okay. We can fix that. We can fix that so quick and easy. No problem. Cinna just came in. Cinna just came in and got up in the window. Which is a little unusual. And I think I hear Timony Cricket rustling some papers. Apparently he had a little bit of filing to do. Oh, a little meow. A tiny, tiny meow. Just the world's smallest meow. Okay, come on. All right, a wee bit of tidy up where I went off the rails a little on a couple of these. So I went a little over here. And I went a little over right there. And I undershot slightly on this side. Oh my goodness. Cinna just got into the cockpit chair. Hang on. We have been gifted. You got Musumbi settled in, watching stream with you in the bathroom. Oh. No, you don't need to apologize for running off and taking care of your cat. You obviously, if your cat has some kind of injury, then you simply must drop everything and help the cat. That's the correct thing to do. I can tell you, if I was in the middle of actually streaming and something happened to one of these cats, I would 100% drop y'all in a heartbeat and go deal with my cat. So I'm just doing seal glaze over just the globe part. I'm not worrying about the base. And then we'll do the gold band. And then we'll do the hollow. I hope that Musumbi is gonna be okay. Oh. Are you gonna be able to get him to a vet? Do you have an all-night place? Well, it's not always an option. Some places don't do the 24-hour emergency, or don't have a 24-hour emergency place available. She is a very pretty cat. I'm glad that Musumbi is at least comfortable enough with you to let you take care of him. Poor baby. Just closing everything to give this a moment to dry before I go in with the gold, just in case I manage to get too far down. Your parents went to an ER vet while you were at work, but they're not 24 hours. Follow-up visit in the morning. Oh, so he's already been to the vet then. Okay. Well, I'm glad he's had at least the emergency care and gets a follow-up and has a safe place to stay with someone who loves him overnight. Poor little guy. Okay, let's get this gold band going. And I think this will definitely help sell these bases a bit. As long as I don't fuck it up. There we go. Just a simple little gold stripe. Kind of like that. That one's not quite centered. I'm a little worried that if I try and do a second swipe on any of them, that I'm just gonna completely mess it up. This one's not quite. Shit. This one's not quite angled right, but I think I can fix it with a little bit of brown. He's been eating all the tube treats. Those are hard to resist. Even when you're stressed out, those are hard to resist. They're pretty good. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little tiny adjustment here. Okay. I just realized I didn't let you all see any of the gold banding, but you were enjoying some cinnamon, so that's okay. Gold bands are on. And I think they're cute. And I think that's all I want to do for the base. I want to let the base sort of sit in the background a little bit, so it's not too in your face. I want the actual globes to really be the star here. Yeah, the Twinkle Tea Gold is fantastic. I am so glad that I picked this stuff up. It's very good. Oh, you found out as you were leaving work. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, there's no amount of money that's too much to spend for your cat's health. If anything that you have, as far as I'm concerned, it's correct to put it toward cats. Trying to groom himself, but can't lift his leggy. Aw, poor baby. Ruby made you a 24 karat gold polish. Wow, that's exciting. Okay, so hopefully this step doesn't ruin everything, because this is sort of the most risky part of it. Because I think that Linry used, I'm guessing it was the Hollow Taco silver magnetic topper. Linry, if you're still here, or if somebody else is here that watched Linry's stream of this. Hello, welcome back. Huzzah! We're almost done. We're like literally on the last step. But yeah, I don't have that. Yeah, that's the one I did. Or she did, rather. Yeah, okay. So I don't have that. I don't have that silver topper. What I do have is Arcana's Prismatic Potion, which is a hollow magnetic topper, which is a little risky because it is definitely going to put a little bit of a gray cast over everything. Which the silver magnetic topper from Hollow Taco does not do. It doesn't have that dark graininess to it, but I don't have anything like that. I tested the two hollow magnetics that I do have, which are Arcana Prismatic Potion, which I got as PR, and the What's Up Eye Gazer, What's Up Nails Eye Gazer. And of the two of them, Eye Gazer has the darker background. This one is a little lighter. So I think this is the plan, even though I know that it is going to gray out the background a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably post these tomorrow, you know. Because I'm gonna be too impatient to not just post them immediately. And yeah, you'll be able to see all the details then. But yeah, this is a little bit risky because I'm a little concerned that it might actually mess them up slightly, but you know, this is what we're doing. So let's cross our fingers and hope that this works out okay. Now, obviously, at some angles, it is going to cloud it, obscure it a fair bit, but that's correct. What I'm more concerned about is that it's going to get too gray at the other angles. It doesn't seem like it's too bad, though. Yeah, I think this is reasonable. I don't think it's quite as ideal for the purpose as the silver magnetic is, but I think second best for sure. It definitely gives the like snow globe vibe as you move it around. Bigger risk, bigger reward. I mean, maybe. We can hope so. Cinna is being too cute. Oh, you know what? I just realized I heard something and Cinna was looking really attentive. And I couldn't tell what she was looking at. And then I realized that Timony Cricket is actually in... So the thing that I have the cat cam on is actually a cardboard cat condo. Just a low... It's basically just a box. It's a cardboard box. But it has, you know, a cute shape and sort of a dense scratcher base and a scratcher roof. Anyway, Timony is sleeping in it now, and he was rotating around a little bit. And he's being very cute and sleepy. Hang on, I think I can show you. I'm gonna go back to the nails up display for a moment, because if I have the cat cam on while I move it, someone's gonna barf. There he is. What a perfect little boy. What a perfect little boy. I love him. Oh, big yawn. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to get my other magnets down so that we can just do these all in one go. Oh. Okay, so if you're working with multiples of these types of velvet magnets at once, pro tip, you usually, at least what I like to do is have them so that they repel each other. And I think I have mentioned this on stream before. But I was talking to someone about this the other day and they were asking about it. So I like to have them repel them. And the reason for that is because if you have them so that they attract each other, they're all going to desperately want to be in a row, and you're going to have a hard time making them cooperate with you and not like try desperately to get, because they're going to want to snap back together. And I find I have to push down really hard to make them not do that. Whereas if I have them so that they're repelling each other, I don't have to push down quite as hard to make them behave. in my experience, and it's easier for me to get a better angle on them. So just a little tip. It may not work that way for you. I can't guarantee that what works well for my hand is going to work well for anybody else's hand, but yeah, he really he disappeared. Well, at least we got a cute close-up for a minute. He's up looking for trouble now. He doesn't trust us. He's just a kitten. He doesn't know how to stay still for more than 15 seconds at a time, you know? It's difficult. It's difficult when you're a kitten and also awake. If you're asleep, then sure, you can stay in one place for 5 hours. No problem. But if you're awake, you got to get up and go cause trouble. That's just how it goes. Them's the rules. All right. Now, I'm pretty sure that I managed to go outside the lines there a little bit. Oh yeah, I definitely got a little underneath. And just try and get that off gently. Because we don't want the wood part to be hollow. I mean, generally I wouldn't object, but for this purpose it won't look right. Okay. I'm gonna put this back up so you can see Cinna again. Maybe. I'm gonna try. Okay. There we go. Back to Cinna. My cleanup brush. I have a couple of them that I use. Both are from Dimension Nails. The cat is fucking up some shit over in the corner. He's trying to climb on a tree. Yeah, so this smaller one I use a little bit for cleanup, but also for like actually doing brush work. And my all-time favorite cleanup brush is from Dimension Nails, but you can't get it anymore, so sorry. I did buy a backup when they announced they were shutting down. I grabbed a backup of both sizes. I've used a bunch of different cleanup brushes, and like, I mean, they all work. Like, they're fine. I think I've just decided I prefer this shape a little bit more. Okay. That's probably enough time. Yes. Yes. I think yes, y'all. I think we did it. So I do need to top coat. Which I will also do in the magnet, in the velvet magnet thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for her that she has found other things that she wants to do. But yeah, I'm sad for me that they closed, and I'm glad that I was able to get some of my staples. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how these have come out, I have to say. Linry knows what she's doing. Who knew? Apparently, Linry actually useful. I hope that Linry is still here. Because otherwise I was just mildly insulting for no reason. It's only fun to be mildly insulting if you're actually like talking to the person. It's not funny if it's behind their back. But yeah, I'm glad I decided to try out her design because it's a fun design. She's a grandma. She's in bed now. I'm literally a grandma. She got no excuse. I really like these. These are super cute. It's going to be impossible to photograph these, though. I'm definitely going to have to do video because, like, trying to capture what's going on with the detail, but also capture the like snowy effect, completely impossible. Okay. She always goes to bed at 10. I guess that makes sense. For people. I'm not people. I don't go to bed at people times. I don't wake up at people times. I don't eat at people times. We do not operate on East Coast time, for sure, despite living on East Coast time. We operate more on like Hawaii time. Which is fine for me. I've kind of always been like that to begin with. I've always had that tendency. And so now being married to someone who is also like that, and whose job allows them to be like that, it's completely fine. Sleep is for the weak. Yeah, how did you do them? You watched me for part of it. You know, okay, I gotta tell you, I had the funniest comment. I had the funniest comment on, what was it the other day? I had posted something that had lettering in it. It was like really small lettering. And, oh yeah, it was the one, I hope you enjoyed disappointment. Where I had all that written on my thumbnail. And someone actually commented, "How did you do this? How did you write that small? We need a tutorial." And I was like, in my head going like, I don't know how to show in a tutorial 40 something years of painting. Like, I haven't been doing my nails for that long, but I've been painting for that long. And, like, literally the only way you get good at doing something like that is by doing a lot of it for a really long time. And so there's no trick. There's no tutorial trick to being able to paint incredibly tiny letters. And I wish that there was, because if there was, I would 100% give all of my secrets away. But the secret is literally just do it a lot for a lot of years. And you'll get good. I don't... Just get good. Oh, you're like an artist. Literally, you are too. Jesus, people. Everybody that's a nail artist is an artist, okay? It's the same thing. Yeah, Hey Salto is amazing at lettering. Her lettering is fantastic. But yeah, it's just like do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Get incrementally better at it every time for years. So before I got into nails, I was doing a lot of ceramic work where I was sculpting at a very small scale, doing very intricate designs at like jewelry scale. So that was, several years of that. And I've been painting and doing digital art for a long time. And like, stop telling me to practice. I don't wanna. Yeah, well, then you're gonna struggle. It's fine. Like, I don't care if people practice or not. But like, you don't get to have it both ways. You do actually have to, if you want to get good, you do actually have to put in work. It's, it's not, it's just a thing. It's just how it works. There is no trick. I promise you, I happily give you tutorial for anything that has a trick. But there's no trick here. There's just do it a lot until you suck less. And then still sometimes suck, right? Like, still sometimes do some real wonky bullshit that looks absolute trash. And then, it's fine. You don't want to struggle either. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, it does help to also sort of spend time on handwriting. And I feel like that's a thing that like a lot of younger people are at a bit of a disadvantage with because you don't spend that time in school learning sort of how to effectively make the shapes that letters are, right? When you go to art school, you spend a lot of time doing like circles in space and cubes in space, shapes, 3D shapes in space. How does light hit them? What happens when light bounces off of other things and reflects onto them? And like, what happens if there's an image on one plane of that shape? How does that distort as it, rotates through space? You spend a ton of time doing that, and it's exactly the same thing as learning how to write by hand, whether, just printing or in cursive. You have to spend time with the shapes. Sucking at something is the first step to being kind of good at something. Absolutely. Close up on penguins, please. Oh yeah, we have penguins on nails. We got a gay penguin couple with a baby between them. We got some very tiny skaters on a pond here. We got our ace snowman. Snow person. I don't know their gender. Their species is snowman though, so I guess we can just call them a snowman. We got the narwhal who has not disclosed anything about their preferences. And then we got our gay cardinals. How the heck did I make tiny skaters? You know how. We just had that conversation. Yeah, there's a silly thing. So there's a kind of arachnid that all of you have definitely seen, and you may just not know that you know it. The common name is harvestman. In some regions they are called a daddy longlegs, but that gets complicated because there's a bunch of other things that are also called a daddy longlegs depending on where you're from. Anyway, they're not a spider, but they are an arachnid. They have long, skinny legs and a kind of a bean of a body. And if you see them on the trail or something at night, they'll just sort of like bounce. They'll do a weird bouncy thing, and sometimes they'll do like a weird bouncy walk. And they often hang out around campfires because they are scavengers. Anyway, common name is one of the common names for them is harvestmen. And I have a group of friends that basically we all call them harvest people, because they're not all men. Some of them are women. They're harvest men and harvest women and harvest theys. So we just call them harvest people. Yeah, they totally give shadows like soot balls. Definitely. They're like extremely long-legged soot balls. That's precisely what they look like. Anyway, we've done the thing, y'all. We did it. It only took us 2.5 hours. Gatherer woman. Sure, why not? Besides the fact that it's very difficult to say. You learn that camel spiders toss themselves into a flaming pit that is considered a door to hell. The fire made you think of that. That's not... I don't know where you learned that, but that's not true. That's not a thing. Also, camel spiders, not spiders. Which is cool. They're arachnids, but they're not spiders. Okay, we're done. That's it. I'm gonna go eat some cereal or something. Maybe I'll treat myself to an English muffin with peanut butter on it. That actually sounds good. First, I have to take some photos, though, before I ding this and ruin it. So thank you all for hanging out and doing the thing. Oh, they try to get warm and fall in. Yeah, that I'd believe. That could happen for sure. That's a thing with lots of critters, though. We accidentally kill a lot of them with our modern innovations because they don't know how to deal with them. They're not part of nature. You should find food, absolutely. Spiders contemplating heaven and hell. So philosophical. All right, I'm going to go take a photo of these. I will probably post them up tomorrow. Thank you for helping me come up with the design and decide what goes on all the nails. I think y'all made great choices. Don't forget to do the liking and poking all of the buttons and all of that good stuff. And tell all your friends about the hippopotamus. Don't worry, Masumbi will be okay, for the 5 minutes that it will take you to get some food, and then you'll be able to go back to him. And he will be happy to see you, and everything will be okay. And he will recover because you are taking such good care of him. All right. Good night, everybody. I don't know what I'm doing next week, so hit me up with your ideas. I can't just keep doing what Linry does.